Hello everyone, welcome back for more Ace Attorney Justice for All. Thank you so much. I had an Ultra Tier member that has been waiting very patiently for me to get to the next installment of Ace Attorney, and I'm so glad it's finally here. I'm very curious to see how the story progresses based upon what all took place in the first one. Like, has there been a big time gap between these two games? Or are they kind of picking up like right where they left off in the last one? Either way, there's only one way we're gonna find out, and that's by getting back in here. If by some chance this is your first time coming to my court system, welcome. And if you've been here for a while and found that you do enjoy the content, and if you have to hit that gavel on the subscribe button, it sure would help me out if you consider doing so. All right, we've all waited long enough for more Ace Attorney, so let's not delay. Hop in here and see where things are gonna go right here at the beginning. Okay, before we jump into Justice for All, I've been told that I really should go back to this moment with Maya and present to her the correct item, because I guess it kind of changes the dialogue a little bit here at the end of the game. If I remember right, I actually presented her mom's photo thinking that would be what she wanted to hear. But I think what I'm actually supposed to present is the bullet, because that was the piece that she brought that helped complete the crime that we needed there in the previous trial. So we're going to go through here, give the correct item, and see how things change before we jump into Justice for All. Guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya? So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? It feels so sudden, right? Hold it. Well, wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Okay, for some reason I'm thinking this is what I'm actually supposed to present, because didn't she bring this to us at the tail end of the trial? I'm almost certain that's what it needs to be. Okay, here's hoping. Take that. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick? Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. Huh? I don't know about that. Oh, there's the train. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh, that was such a cheerful ending. There she goes. Thanks, Nick. Well, at least we got a little, I was able to cheer her up before she took off. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Okay, that was cool. A little bit different. Not a huge change. I thought there was going to be a much bigger change than that. But that's all right. Now we're off to Justice for All. The Lost Turnabout. Oh boy. Let's do it, baby. Oh, so excited for this. So we start right there. Huff, huff. Grr. How did I get inside this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yo! What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Oh. September 8th. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. I love the ringtone. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Oh, so he was like sleeping. I really shouldn't have been dozing off right before our trial starts anyways. Beep. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. Who are you? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. He hit us with a fire extinguisher? A few minutes later. So far, I've been able to keep up with the auto-playing text, but man, I hope it doesn't keep doing that or I'm going to be in trouble. Ouch, my head is throbbing. He did get hit with it. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Ak? Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Oh, man, she really hits herself. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. Huh? What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life? In my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Oh, look how happy she is. She got all these little random feathers, too. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears. Boom. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? My goodness, how hard did we get hit? We're like not remembering any of this? That can't be good for the case. Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... what's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how could you say that? How could you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm having a hard time remembering. Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defense and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Oh man, we are in trouble. We can't even remember ourselves. The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Boom! And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah, someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Oop. Oh boy. Are we going to court? Here it is. Oh man, it feels like forever since we've been in here. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuse. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. As if 3 days wasn't fast already. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? Look at that look. She always looks guilty though. Like, yep, that's what I did. It wasn't me. Okay, there we go. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Yeah, we're in trouble. Woo. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Wait, do I have any court records I can look at? Okay, we got our badge. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Time of death, Dustin's autopsy report. Okay, cause broken neck? They think she broke his neck? Body was also covered in bruises. Found on the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Nearby. Okay, here's Maggie Bird, my client. The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. The victim and a policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Okay, and then we got the prosecutor for this case. Lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his point across. Okay, well that makes me feel a little better, so I got at least some kind of idea what we're looking at here. Okay, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under the detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Dustin Prince. All right, trying to see some details here. Okay, we got a clock here. Looks like it maybe 7 o'clock. Nighttime, obviously. Got a couple onlookers here. All right. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path. Oh, well, that would explain the broken neck. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. It's good to know. What time was it saying on here? 6:28. Now the clock, I think it shows more like 7. Okay. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing. Oh, so the 7 o'clock would have been later. Because obviously he died. Time kept moving. So I guess it would make sense that that would show later. All right. The result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Victim fell from the walk path above. Crime photo 1 added to the court records. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court records. Court records? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with the case are listed there. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court records and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab. Okay, let's take another look at this. So glasses under the body. He's got one finger out. You think that means anything? Like maybe he was trying to draw or write something? And clearly there's a rail here. You know, you got people leaning over it. But it doesn't mean somebody couldn't be pushed over that. Okay. Stuff I feel like is worth mentioning. Now, does he have glasses? He doesn't have glasses on here. She has glasses. But I don't see any glasses on his profile picture. I don't know if that's a thing worth pointing out or not. Okay. All right, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved. Oh, okay, so they weren't his glasses. And held onto them as he fell. Obviously, she has glasses here, but maybe they were another pair. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear. Now, these were said to be nearsighted glasses. So if by some chance hers are more like far-sighted glasses, then obviously that would create a discrepancy. The evidence is popping up here on the left. I didn't know if maybe I should move over to the right side. Oh, and I apologize if you're hearing like a grinding sound in the back. There's some people chopping up a tree across the way. Even with my windows and everything shut, it's coming through a little bit. So hopefully the mic's blocking most of it out. But if you're hearing something weird, it's not you, it's me. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says? Irk. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he laid. Oh, remember I told you a finger looked like it was doing something. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is. So, like, my thought is, like, how did he, if he's dead or dying, how's he able to write this so neatly? Wait, his neck was snapped. He wouldn't be able to write anything. First of all, my thought was, how's he going to reach all the way over to, like, that far side of the arm, the head, and write so nicely, and then get the finger over here? But if his neck is snapped, he died instantly. You don't lay there for a while with a broken neck and have time to try to write a name. Okay. Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. A photo of the area. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get in the witness's face. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. That's kind of funny that they found a way to like make it a story piece, why we have to be retold how to do this stuff. It's interesting, and part of me wonders, it's like, they can't give the character amnesia at the beginning of every one of these games, can they? So how do they do this moving forward, or do they just stop doing that? I'm curious. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Evidence. There's the health bar. Okay, yeah, I'm going to stay on this side because the health bar's on that side. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the body. Let's see, what was it? Press. Here we go. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to the client? The lenses, my client, I'm sorry. The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Okay. Even the frames look like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Continue. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's? Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. She's fun. I like her being here. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, There's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyways, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is the picture of it. No matter which way you look, it says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't hum me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now, hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court records again. Okay, with this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. And you were certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems like the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. Okay. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep the fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Oh, that presents evidence. Enlighten me. Enlighten me is probably she'll walk me through how to do it, but the top one probably means I already know how. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. Oh, it sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? All right, let's give this another try. Okay, there's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body. We don't need that one. Oh, I like that there's the dots here. That's new. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground. I don't like saying it. Okay, I think it's gonna be in... No, go back. This way. One more. Here we go. Present. Right here.
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see any contradiction. Huh? Really? Objection denied. What? Try to think before you accuse. Okay. That must just not be the right spot. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground, but he has a broken neck. I don't like to say it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie. Well, let's see, what's profiles? Is her name spelled differently? Ah, it is. Okay, here we go.
Objection!
It's a Y, not an I. What is it? What comes over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, fingers outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've been battling a little bit of a bug, so all this reading's a lot for me. But hearing him... sounds like a little kid or something. Was not ready for that. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. It looks like Bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. I added the last part, I don't know if you'll actually say it. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. If I could make that my ringtone. That's great. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she'd bought over 2 months ago. I should have known because she came to me to ask what she could get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay. Bird going up a half a year, okay. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really, anyways. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? Oh. What? You're saying a guy's got to marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? I think this fella has a way to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident, press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage? Okay. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. That's great. Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of the discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago? Yep. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him a glove? Give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove, Press further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that was that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? I mean, I'm thinking that you wouldn't make a moment like this in the game, or the story for that matter, unless there was a relevance, but I'm trying to think of what it could have been. She bought him a custom-made baseball glove. Well, I can't think of anything based upon what we know right now. Is there anything in here? I don't see profile. Oh, whoops. I don't see any baseball glove here, unless this is when she was supposed to have given it to him and it's nowhere to be found. Broken neck, body was covered in bruises. I think he said that was due to the fall. Well, I'm going to say of course, only because I feel like I'm supposed to, but I have no idea what might be said next. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max. Now, this is the Mr. Right I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you're that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say that earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Okay. Anyways, this is it, sir. I mean, it's a right-handed glove. I don't know if you're supposed to be left-handed if you use a right-handed glove. Maybe that's a thing. Because the message was written with the right hand. I could see that maybe being a thing here. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it. Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell a court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernails. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Okay. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Okay. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. I'm going to try presenting that glove probably on the right-hand comment because I got a feeling the fact that it's a right-handed glove means he was left-handed. I don't know enough about baseball to know for sure if that's kind of the rule of thumb there or not, but I'm kind of leaning that way. We first looked into the handwriting. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in the country's actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation? Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Okay, I don't think that was relevant. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. I'm pretty sure I know where we gotta go. We found that it was trapped with fingernail. Yep. Okay, there was also scratches on the skin. Yep. Okay, from that, we can confirm that the victim wrote in right hand. Okay, I'm gonna present the glove.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Can't handle me. Can't handle me. I'm all over it. Bring the pain, Mr. Pain. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from the picture that it was his... Wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. And that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you've proven her to be innocent. No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. No, not yet. I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Should have known it couldn't have been over already. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. September 8th. There we go. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer is trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you just tell me, sir? I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. With as enthusiastic as she is, I'm a little nervous that might hurt more than the fire extinguisher. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong, and I try to tackle someone else's problem. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You don't really remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. Aw. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. A business card, hand wrote my cell number on the back. Okay. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone. But, cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important. Boom. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh, recognize that. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Oh, so that's how the person learned the name Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know. but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Look who it is! Ark! Now, who the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you, too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right. It's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of con artists. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually Mr. Wright, recess is now over. So we're not going to tell her? Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. I'm going to guess the new defendant or the new witness showing up is going to probably be a name that's on that list. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. All right, it's almost lunchtime. Look at that. Got to wrap this up so we can go eat. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see? So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on him. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. This is the guy that hit us, isn't it? Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, all right, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a universal... Oh, great. Everything in my life has been up to most. I am merely looking for the perfect. I have a rigorous select process. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh. I have to question him? Oh boy, this is going to be fun. I can just tell already. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you're not wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness? Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using my power and influence to keep your young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prebusant boy, out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, anyways, please testify to the court that you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Yeah, the dude is just like repeating himself so much. Come on, dude. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer fell from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Probably referring to the baseball glove. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client? You mean Maggie? Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that could only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. He looks softly suspicious, doesn't he? I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my situation. So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name, trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university to go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. So, what should I do now? Press harder or leave him be? My guess is he's going to say that there was that clock right there where he fell. But we'll press harder just to see what he says. Answer the question, how did you know what time it was? Tisk, tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they called a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept... not even gonna bother. To wear a watch? And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? It's uniform. You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could just tell what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle, it was the way tied his tie. I suppose it was because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured out that yet. That's great. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. Then please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's all right with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself would have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Oh, ho, 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 of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the officer. I'm gonna go straight to present right here. I'm gonna present this.
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, yeah, if he's got such good eyesight, how could he tell that was not a banana but a baseball glove if he was supposed to recognize her from way far away, you know what I mean? Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Little hair whip. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. But Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Like that. That's not... It's no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas, has bad eyesight, knows nothing about baseball. Number 2. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, is it very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas? No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like the people who, Galileo, you're too used to the world. Sure, in the end, we find out the fact that a glove, but viewed from afar, I don't think... And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? Yeah, buddy. That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away, but you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Ah, he pulled on his little scarf. How about it, witness? You are unrelenting evil man. You're like the people of the Joan of Arc, brave, courageous, only to get caught while she didn't do anything wrong. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Ah! But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness? Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next?